going to eat all this cookie.
Put that cookie down now!
Hey Rangers, welcome to Super Important Reviews. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnaz.
And today I'll be going over the X Plus Large Monster series Godzilla 1965 from the film Invasion of the Astro-Monster.
No, I got nothing. He looks good.
Well, you can't ruin it yet. We gotta make sure they get through the entirety of the video before you give them your final thoughts.
I just did. There you go. Thank you guys for watching.
Anyways, reason I picked up this guy is because Invasion of the Astro-Monster is one of my more favorite Showa films. So I definitely wanted to get this Godzilla, even though this particular suit was in our top 5 worst Godzilla suits of all time.
It's a good movie, though.
Yeah, Invasion's an awesome movie. Still gotta try to get a Rodan. Working on that, because I was gonna try to get my wife to get me one for Christmas, but we might be doing something different now since I found something else. So we'll wait and see. But anyway, well, at least I'll probably get King Ghidorah still no matter what, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You'll have somebody to stand with at least. But anyways, we're just gonna get into this without further ado for the packaging. If you've seen a large Monster Series box, you have seen them all.
It literally looks like Gabra box. I was like, that looks familiar, except it's bigger.
Yeah, they're literally the exact same thing. Like, they just have a sticker down here that tells you the difference between all of them. That's it. Also, this is the standard version. So this will not come with the Exilian. I don't really need a little thing that I'm going to end up losing.
But it would have been cool, though, Steve. Come on.
It would have been cool, but it also would have probably just stayed in the box because I don't want to lose it. To be fair. It's like most of my accessories. I just generally keep the boxes around. But for the most part, it's just like city, lights, crap ton of stuff I can't understand. Some legal mumbo jumbo on the back. So anyways, let's get into the figure. Alright, so now that we got him open up out of his cardboard prison, first we're going to go over his one accessory, which is his giant tail. Well, sort of giant. His tail wasn't really that big.
I would say it's tiny.
Yeah, but you will have to attach it, which all you do is take a hairdryer or hot water, heat up the base of the rear here where the tail's going to insert into, and then you just stick it in. That's about it.
We can't make no more butt jokes or show underneath the skirts. So.
People get offended.
Because we are about that, I guess.
No, we're not. Anyways, I'll make all the butt jokes I won't. Tell me what to do.
Well, we do every time we look at your face. Titties.
Or his face? Because moving to closer details. Because for his head sculpt.
Beautiful. Look at that mouth.
Looks like a Muppet.
You make fun of him.
Like, this guy looks like he could have been on Sesame Street. Like, that's my one big complaint about this guy in terms of design. Like, from that front angle.
He does look like a Muppet.
It's... he needs some cookies. I should have brought an Oreo down. For the skit.
That's the skit right there, what you talking about.
But he's like, from side angles, he looks really cool still. It's like every angle, this monster is cool looking. Except from that one. Which is probably going to be how he's going to be displayed. Like on my top of my TV, he's just going to be like this.
Why would you want him to be like that?
I need him to look down upon me with his puppet face.
And tiny nose that looks kind of weird. Looks like one of his wrinkles in his suit.
Yeah, he's got a little piggy nose. Because it's also like a very more like an egg-shaped kind of head to it. But it's just like that jawline is like perfectly straight, which is a little bit bothersome for me. Because it's not very organic looking. Yeah. But then again, I'm complaining about the design of a radioactive dinosaur. So what?
That was made in 1965.
Yeah, so whatever. But like in terms of like the suit, this is almost spot on.
Is it?
Yeah, well, it's even like you can see where like the body type here looks like the suit. It has like the same kind of folding going on where it's a little bit weird on the stomach section here. Same with the arms, where like where his hands would have been pushing back on the suit, which would have gave you that fold there. The way his arms are posed. You have like the seam line on the back here where the suit actor would have came in. Like it's even lifted up here towards the end. Looks really nice. And even like the way the feet are kind of landing isn't quite that organic. All right, we had to check something. I thought that was cracked for a minute because I seen the side and I'm like, wait a second. Because you can see where it almost looks like that isn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And then there's like that gap. But looking at it, you could tell it was glued on. So it's just Like, whew. But it looks like you could wear this thing, which is kind of the high selling point. Then the eyes look fantastic, painted very nicely, also looking very straight. So it is possible, Monster Arts. Looking at you.
Googly.
Anyways, well, it helps with your kung fu. You can see from all directions.
That is true.
Inside of the mouth looks nice too. Teeth are painted in a nice bone color, and you got the red texturing for the mouth. Tongue looks nice as well. And the only thing with really like complaint wise is you can see where they attach the mouth to for the lower jaw. And it's, to me, it looks like slightly crooked.
It is, just a little bit.
Slightly. It's not as extreme as I've seen some people. Like, for the most part, like, this is the thing that is the most common issue with this guy I've seen. But a lot of that's, to me, seems like it's a issue with when the glue sets and the way the jaw lines up is where you're going to have the most problems with this guy. But even then, it still looks fine.
Yeah.
Like, even like when you watch the movie and like combat scenes, like that jaw kind of looks weird at some points.
You lucked out because it's not that bad.
Yeah, no, like I don't feel like I have to try to heat this up and like adjust the jaw or anything.
Oh, God.
Which, hooray for me. Moving down for the dorsal spines here, you can see where I kind of wish they maybe would have painted them a little more.
You know, I was going to ask you, I was like, did they look like that or was that just from this figure?
It's kind of like that for the suit too, for the most part. But it's just like, for me, I kind of like to see a little bit more paint, especially on like the top ones here, for the plates when they start to raise. But they're still painted pretty nicely overall. There's a couple little scuffs on the spines here. Tiny
Just
little ones.
battle damage.
Sure. Outside of from inside the box, we got some battle damage. But you have the 5 segmenting sections here where you have the lightly shaded small sections. And then you can see where it gets a little bit more of the paint as you get to the larger spines, which are very uniform looking. Look really cool. Also, pretty straight. Actually seen somebody that had like one that was a little bit off-centered. But a lot of that like you could fix with just heating it up.
Yours look pretty good.
Yeah, this one's a little shifted, but that's just the way the mold is. And then moving down, the tail has literally no paint added to it at all. Kind of bland looking, but still really nice. Got the segments for the tail section. The bottom, I like too where you get like...
The drag marks?
Yeah, where like the suit's kind of wearing off here a bit. Looks really nice. And then you got like the folding crinkles here for the tip of the tail. And kind of it might have been kind of neat to see like it have a little bit of a bend here where the wire would have been. But you have his little, not really pecs. I actually don't understand why he has like all this detailing and then it's just like flat there.
Oh, he shaved his chest right there, Steve. You want to show like his manliness, you know?
Right, he needs that airplane strip right in the center of his stomach.
And go down halfway through stomach and he stops.
Yeah, because it's like his neck has it too, but it's just kind of like tapers off in the center here. Where you think like they either would have like done it for a majority of the stomach or just not at all. Which I guess gives it a little bit more detail, but it's just a weird look for this Godzilla. But it's how the suit was, so not complaining. Also has really tiny hands.
Little cute hands. How is he supposed to hold a cookie with those, Steve?
We'll find a big enough one. Don't you worry. But again, doesn't look off for the suit. It's just like, it's very form-fitting for the suit actor. For the hand section there's, but the nails are painted in a bone color. Look really nice. Got some texturing on the palms, where you can see where the suit would have been folding in on them. Which again, like, is something like...
It's amazing
why,
details.
yeah, why you would buy an X Plus. Like, I buy my Monster Arts because I want to have, like, a cool-looking Godzilla that I can pose with. And then these guys I buy because I want the suit.
You want
but
accuracy.
I can't afford the suit, so we go with this.
Yeah, you want the accuracy. That's what you want.
Yep. And then for the feet, also got the same kind of coloring we've been seeing on the teeth and the nails with his 3 toes, which always kind of threw me off as a kid because he had 4 fingers, 3 toes, which he didn't get back again till, the Heisei series? Heisei, he had 4 toes for reasons.
They just added more radiation and another one grew.
Yeah, it's like he got bigger. He needed an extra toe.
Support, man. Support.
But yeah, detail-wise, pretty fan-freaking-tastic. Articulation-wise, he is a statue, so we get literally none. So, sad day. I kind of, like, I would almost love to see an X Plus with, like, actual articulation.
You can make your own, Steve.
Just, like, chop them up and put joints in.
Yeah.
God, if I could find one like damaged and cheap, I would attempt it.
You know, there's like those anime figures of X Pluses. They're like super dirt cheap, you know?
Yeah, maybe. I gotta like if somebody contacted me actually about that one Mudo thing about doing a 3D print so I could make articulated figures. Maybe. If I had enough practice, I'd try it on one of these. So yeah, 0 articulation, but if you had more articulations, there'd be more seam lines.
Yeah.
Other than just the jaw, tail, and the
Bottom of his foot.
yeah, the bottom of his foot there. So, not complaining. And for some quick comparisons, here he is with some of the only 25 centimeter Godzillas in my collection, with the 1971 Godzilla and Burning Godzilla. And here is next to some 30 centimeter X Plus Godzilla figures with the 1962 and 1975 Godzilla, which, man, I didn't think there was that big of a difference initially looking at it, but God, the 30s are so much bigger. And here is compared next to some Trendmaster Godzilla figures, the large deluxe ones in particular, with Godzilla and Space Godzilla. And here is next to some Bandai Vinyls with Godzilla 1954 and Godzilla 1975. And because the anime is so popular, here he is with some original Gridman figures. Well, technically Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, but Gridman nonetheless, with Dino Dragon and Gridman himself. So overall for the X Plus Godzilla 1965, this thing, I'm going to be honest with you guys, is probably, God, it's got to be close to the best thing I've gotten this year so far.
Really?
Yeah, well, it's just like in terms of detailing, it's pretty much the suit.
It's what you want from him. He looks amazing. I love it.
Yeah, again, I don't even care for the suit all that much. It's just like, I like Invasion of the Astro-Monster. I don't have a version of this Godzilla in my collection. Pictures looked kind of cool, so yeah, I'll go with this. He wasn't even like that expensive for an X Plus because he's a 25 centimeter, so I'm more than happy to jump down on it. But after getting him, like, I am more than impressed with this thing. Like, the paint job's still really nice. Like, if anything, maybe a little more paint on the dorsal spines, but that's it. That's really the only bad thing I could say about this thing in its entirety.
Yeah, overall, he's not bad. I like the details. Like you said, it's just the jaw thing looks a little weird, and you can tell. Like, if you really stare at it, you can tell it. But if you're just glancing at it, you can't tell that much difference on it.
Yeah, and even then, it's like, the 65 suit, like, could get weird poses at some points. So, the jaw being, like, slightly off isn't something that'd be uncommon to see on the suit in the movie.
But from what you told me, though, Steve, you lucked out, because from what you said, there's some really bad ones out there, though, right?
Yeah, I've seen one that had to get fixed. I've only seen one that's like truly had to get fixed because it looked like somebody like clocked him in his jaw like 50 miles an hour.
Oh, that's perfect. See, if you had something like that, you can just get like Flying Rodan, and he's like punching him.
That'd pretty much be about it too, right? And he's pretty much as good as the V-Rexes we've gotten recently, so I really got nothing bad to say. Like, if you guys are really into Invasion of the Astro-Monster and planning on, like, if you already got a King Ghidorah and Rodan, 64 in particular, don't miss out on this guy.
Yeah, just get it.
100%. What do you guys think? Have you guys picked this X Plus? What'd you think of the Invasion of the Astro-Monsters? Destroy all monsters more you think? Please let us know in the comments. Look closer pictures of this guy on our Facebook. Go click the description below. I can't talk today. We also have a Patreon account with exclusive prints for the channel, also down in the description. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.